Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Champagne Lloyd, and welcome to 5 Minute Fridays, y'all. As always, you know your girls. Hoping you're having a fantabulous morning. But if you're not, y'all know how we do. What we do, we flip the script because we understand that nope, we can't control every situation, circumstance, person, place, thing, who mama, daddy, and them is, who that wifey, husband, boo thing is, who them kids are, what school we gotta go to, what gig we gotta go rock, who gonna be at that said gig when we get there, and what attitude they're gonna have once we bust through the door. But we understand it don't even matter. Why? Because we know 365, 24/7, 60 seconds to every minute. You, ma'am, yes, you, sir, yes, you don't have to allow anybody to kill your vibe nor steal your joy on no day of the week. It's time out for others dictating to us what kind of day we're going to have based upon how they feel about us. Ain't no matter throw a shade throwing or hating could stop us, and it can never ever trump our actions. Even if they hollering at us, talking, about us to somebody else, our actions is always going to speak louder than any shade they could ever throw. And even no matter how much hateration is going on, it doesn't matter. People will know you by your actions, so don't even trip about the rest. Okay, so today, I believe some things are meant for you not to get an answer to, but to show you that there is a problem, or enlighten you about something that you might have done to someone or is going on in your life. And that is regret. Okay, I want to talk about it's not the remedy for regret. I just want to show you what regret looks like. Not so much what regret looks like, and regret is like you feel sad or you're repentant or you're disappointed over something that has happened or been done. That's regret. But I want to show you what that looks like in real time to give you an idea. And then maybe if you see kind of what regret looks like, then maybe you can, flip in your life and your relationships or your situation and see maybe that, you got some regret going on. Either you regret or somebody will look and see that they regret something that's done to you. Sometimes people don't even know there's a problem until it's shown to them. And so that's what I'm going to try to do for you guys today. There's a proverb that I love. It's Proverbs 14:15. But the wise think about what they do. And I believe the first really major motivation of, what leads you to regretting something is we're reacting. We're reacting and not taking the time to be wise and think about what it is we're saying or doing. Regret means that I've done something or said something to you that I now regret and I can't take back. And that's what I want to show you guys today. First off, before we get into talking about it, what it looks like when you say or do something in a response to someone. In a reaction to something or someone or some feeling perpetrated by somebody else. So I mean, basically somebody does something to you or somebody says something to you, and in anger or just irritation or whatever. I'm going to show you when you react instead of respond, what it is you're actually doing. So I have some bubbles here, and bubbles. I love bubbles. Look, you guys. Y'all see all the bubbles? See all the bubbles? Put a little air to that. I blow into that. I let some air out of me. I let something out of me. I get bubbles. Get all these pretty bubbles. That was a big one. Y'all get it? Y'all seeing it? Y'all see my bubbles? I hope it's clear. Okay. Notice I got these bubbles. I'm blowing it in. Yeah, I'm blowing air through this thing, and I got the bubbles. Now, how can I get those bubbles back through this little hole? Is that even possible? It's not even possible. It is not possible for me to get not near one of them bubbles. I'm going to blow them again. Blow out the bubbles. Try to get them back. There's nothing for me even to get back. But you guys physically seen that I blew bubbles. Y'all seen it. It came out and went out. Y'all seen the bubbles. I can't get them back. It is impossible. Here's what we're doing. we are putting stuff out, blowing stuff out, using our mouthpieces, and this is a good illustration. This little hole, the Bible says the mouth, this is a fire. The mouth is a fire. I mean, like it is, the power of life and death is really in the tongue. So this little bitty hole, I blew the bubbles. There's no way for me to get those bubbles back. That is what we are doing when we are not exercising wisdom or thinking about what we doing or saying. We are reacting to things, anger, irritation, or whatever it is. So once you put something out, guys, we can't take it back. And so you wonder what, like, say I cuss you out. Yeah, I'm sorry. I popped off. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. But I could never get those words back, like those bubbles. I can't capture them and get them back. Say I hurt you. Husband's wife, I cheated on you, or I betrayed your trust some kind of way. Yes, I can be sorry. Yes, I can be repentant. Yes, I can regret it, which means I feel sad and disappointed, about something. But I can never get it back. I can't take it back. All I can do is ask for your forgiveness and build upon it. And see, here's the thing that regret does. We're doing with regret. Okay, so I wronged you. I apologize, and I expect you just to forget totally that those bubbles even came out, that what I did even came out. I expect you just to get amnesia and forget that you ever saw those bubbles. I can't get them back. I don't see them anymore. So since I don't see them, it's gone. But the effects of the bubbles last. And it does not ever go away. Now, I can forgive and the person can forgive and we can deal with it, but it never goes away. We are running around here reacting to stuff, blowing all those bubbles out, and then expecting us to be able to take them and put them back into this little hole, which we see that is impossible. It is impossible to take back what we have done or said to another. So how dare us, we try to put a time limit on how long he or she should make me deal with this regret or make me deal with the consequences of my action. Guys, that's a lot of the problem in a lot of marriages. Why marriage counseling doesn't work out after there's been a betrayal or something is because the other partner, the one that done the infidelity, we'll use infidelity, that broke that trust, expects then their spouse to get over all those bubbles like it's never happened. And we can see it's impossible, but we can go forward from that. Don't get me wrong. We can go forward from that. We can move past that. But don't you give me a time limit or expect me to forget that there was some bubbles, even though I don't see it anymore. We don't see it. We can't put it back, but they're gone. But they're gone. But you cannot negate the fact that they were there. We are expecting people to deal with regret as it was never there. You can't say it was never there. Like, we don't see the bubbles now, but we know good and heck well it was there. So I think the first step you can take in dealing with regret, especially if you are the one that is the perpetrator that done something, is acknowledge that, yes, I jacked up, I messed up, and please, sir, please, ma'am, take as long as you need to deal with my bubbles. Take as long as you need. And no, I'm not going to belittle what I did by trying to make you act like the bubbles never came from this hole, even though you can't see it anymore. Even though the act is done, I'm over it, so you should be over it. I won't put that on you. You take as much time as you need to deal with my bubbles. And if you are on the receiving end, you are the one that someone's done something to, what you have to do, never act like. A lot of us try to act like, just get amnesia and act like it never happened. Boo-boo. It happened. Just own it and deal with it. Deal with whatever has been done to you, whatever is hurt, whatever is jacked up, whatever is changed. Deal with it. Be honest. Own it. And by owning it, I mean, do not try to just sweep it under the rug, because trust me, it's going to come up somewhere else. It always does. Never fails. You cannot act like there has not been bubbles done to you, boo-boo, because we know there have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the first step on each end. And then the second step is easy. I mean, not easy easy per se, but not easy to do, is just one day at a time, step by step, work on the consequences of what the regret has done. And day by day, it can get easier. And if you're on the receiving end, day by day. And if you're on the perpetrator end, day by day, they'll build trust. They'll believe in you more. But that's only if you let them matriculate through this at their pace and their speed, however it is they need to. You blew the bubbles. Now it's your job to wait it out patiently as the effects of the little bubbles disintegrate. And they will never forget it, but it cannot be an issue. You feel me? That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope I made that clear. In my head, it was great. I hope it came out great. But anyway, regret. The remedy for regret, first of all, is that wisdom, the Proverbs. But the wise think about what you do. Start thinking about what you're doing before you do it. Then you won't have to regret. And then the second is after you've done that, just deal with it. And like I said, some things are not for this is not for me giving you an answer, but this is me. Check yourself and see if maybe you done blew some bubbles that somebody has received and you want to sweep it under the rug, but it actually needs to be dealt with in their time, in their way. Maybe you have done something that's regretful. Just check y'all bubs this weekend. I love y'all. Praying for y'all. Want you to win. Got your back. Peace.